is what is there on the screen too, is all about adaptability. Adaptability because we think there's so much amount of change that is happening at this point of time. People have to adapt to new technologies and new skills as quickly as possible. And that has to be a mindset shift to ensure that it becomes a reality. And a third one, which we have to make people understand, is that learning is not going to be one time. It's the past. You got a degree and you said, degree is good enough for me, I can live my life thereafter, is not true any longer. The world is all towards micro degrees, certificates. As you change it, I'm a strong believer you don't need them either. I strongly believe in it. I think I don't know whether it will happen in my generation, but it'll probably happen in your generation, where people will say, what's use of degrees? Let's understand what your passion is. What are your skills you have? I'll show you what I have as a job of mine. If you match between them, you got the job. You continue to be productive. You continue to be innovative. You continue to create value for my organization. You'll be with me. Otherwise, you find a job and I find a new guy. So therefore, I think it becomes very important to ensure that our children start learning the art of lifelong learning. Their mindset has to be there. I think it's a quote from Mahatma Gandhi, which says that I eat as if I live for, I die tonight. Sorry, I eat as if I die tonight, but I learn as if I will live forever. So that's what I think my expectations are. The three things is critical thinking, thank you, adaptability, and lifelong learning. So what are the interventions that we require to do? Conscious of the time, I'll finish off. I think I'm very consistent with Dr. Jagadesh Kumar. The first and the foremost, he said, and I'm aligned to what he said, and I think it's a crying need at this point of time. I did have a conversation with him too when I went to see him in the recent past. Is all about faculty development. I think the key is in faculty. There's a very popular Chinese proverb which says, don't give me fish, don't give me fishing rod, teach me how to make the fishing rod. The teacher is the teacher. So therefore what we need is the upgradation of skills of teachers. That I think is Herculean task. Rightly so, Dr. Jagadesh Kumar pointed out about NEP 2020 has many of these elements which are certainly there. The second one that I feel, and my headline use all the time, my headline for some of these speeches, is that the future is all about student-centric experiential learning. So the teacher has to become student-centric. It is not anymore, learning is teacher-centric. It was true in my generation. One teacher, one class. If I miss something from him, I don't have a resource anywhere else. Now you have several alternatives. You can learn anytime, anywhere. So therefore, the teacher responsibility is to ensure it becomes student-centric. And the student has changed too. There is enough of evidence at this point of time to say in 12 minutes they lose attention if you don't engage them. So if you say that, look, I will give one speech for 50 minutes, 55 minutes, and then clap and say, finished, class is done, the guy learned nothing. He says, this is the most boredom stuff. I've seen, I teach too. I'm not teaching so much as I used to do, but I teach. 12 minutes, I can clearly see people slowly, sheepishly, removing their cell phones, texting if the class is not interesting. If the class is interesting, you never lose the attention of the child. So therefore, the second one is bring the focus onto the student. And a third one that I'll call out is experiential learning. We need to have this hands-on learning of people. I'd like to congratulate the Telangana government, which announced a skill university yesterday. But I think what is future is that it is not just the skill which is status to basis. it has to be the traditional education plus skills will be equal to knowledge. It cannot be just skills will do the job or just knowledge will do the job. It has to be a combination of that.